You're not gonna be a little dingle like that. We're just gonna go good omens and you're right into the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at me, I'm Nick. I can say funny stuff with my mouth. Good, boys? Good.
Omens?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. Today we're talking about the last episode of Good Omens, the very last day of the rest of their lives. Finale of it. What did you think about it?
I liked it. I don't know if I liked it more than like the rest of the series
Mm-hmm.
because it was, I don't know, it came to an end.
Yeah, it was all just wrapping everything up.
Yeah, but I liked it. I think my favorite part is when they switched.
Yeah, and they swap bodies. And
Yeah.
we don't really need to go through the whole episode like we normally do because it's the finale, but we can talk about things. So it kind of started with, it actually started with Crowley being on trial, which ended up being Aziraphale,
Yeah.
but we didn't know at the time. And then it rewinds back, and they're all at the airbase. What do you think of all the airbase stuff? Everything kind of, like the kids kind of beat everything, which I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that either. It was kind of weird. It was basically just believing in what you think is right.
Yeah, and then it
Yeah.
just defeats them.
Yeah.
I liked too how they were like, as they kept using the sword, and then Crow's like, "Hey, didn't you used to have a flaming sword?" And he's like, "Yeah, whatever."
We kept asking if the sword was going to come up, and it did, but it really didn't.
Yeah, like
mean much.
I didn't realize too that like in the end when they were sitting at the bench and the mail guy came, that they were, because everything kind of got flipped through time and all that. So was that them mailing it to the chick in the beginning of the show
Yeah.
when she got it? I thought that was kind of interesting. But so then a bunch of shit happens. John Hamm and a demon come up. They yell at Adam, call him a spoiled little brat, tell him they're going to tell his father. And I was like, everybody's threatening to tell his kid's father. Like, what the hell? And then they actually meant Satan.
Yeah, they set that up with the other guy saying he was going to tell us.
Yeah, so then Satan shows up, which was pretty cool, actually.
I didn't expect Satan to be a fucking gigantic thing.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know why. I
Yeah.
thought it would just be like a demon like them, but he's like red and has horns or something.
Everybody does it different, so that was cool.
Yeah, and then he shows up and he's like, "Oh, you're my spoiled brat of a son," and then he just kept saying, "You're not my father." And at first I was like, "How's that going to beat him?" And then I remembered that everything Adam says comes true.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you think the demons would have thought of that since they kind of made all this shit happen.
That's true.
But
I just thought he was going to be bad.
yeah, I liked that though. And then he ended up defeating him that way. And then his real dad shows up and they're like, "I don't know why I'm mad at you, but you're in trouble."
It's funny that they got mad at him for being a spoiled little brat, but that's what he's kind of supposed to be.
Yeah, he's just spoiled brat.
They're like, you're not listening to us.
In the way that they want him to go a certain way, not that way.
Yeah.
So then after that, everything kind of goes normal. Crowley gets his bookstore back. No, Crowley gets his car back. Aziraphale
Yeah.
gets his bookstore back. And everything's kind of going back to normal. It seems like the show's like wrapping up. The witch hunter and the witch get together. They get that box from her grandmother. And I thought like, oh, this is them setting up the sequel and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
She ends up burning it.
Yeah, I thought it's kind of ironic. So, like, she lives her whole life, like, because something's written. Like, John Hamm was saying to, hey, it's written. You got to do this because it's written.
Yeah.
And he's not doing it, yet she's living her life by doing it. So, her burning it kind of made sense.
Yeah. I like that, though. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought she's like, oh, go. Now I have new prophecies we have to follow.
Yeah.
Which made me wonder, like, if her grandmother really did see everything, like, did she know she was just going to do that? And, like, her purpose was, like, to get everything going right. And then she's like, oh, now you're going to be your own person after you save the world.
Yeah, the second page was burn this.
And, like, she just didn't get that far.
Yeah.
I wonder about that. But then they go and they get ice cream. Kind of a weird scene. They had, like, two people, like, two demons. I guess they were demons or angels. I don't know. But people talking on a bench. And it kind of, like, they were talking like Crowley and Aziraphale did.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes to them getting ice cream. I was like, oh. But then everybody there was just, like, fake.
Yeah.
And they ended up kidnapping them.
That's
and
how
the
they
whole-
go to trials.
Yeah, and the whole thing's going on. And me and you were like, oh, is he not going to burn and he's not going to burn in the holy water and the fire? Because, like, they both became good and evil now in different ways, so it's not going to work. But then it ended up being just they swap bodies.
I thought Crowley became good,
Yeah.
but I didn't really think.
The other guy didn't become evil. He just wasn't doing...
But-
like, he did disappear, that person, and shit like that.
Yeah. But he wasn't evil. By far, he wasn't evil. So I was confused. And as they were doing this, I'm like, oh, I wonder how they're going to get out of this.
Yeah.
And then that was a cool way to get out of it.
I wondered, because, like, we saw that card, and I was like, what does that mean? Like, they have to, like, choose their face wisely and stuff like that?
Yeah, I didn't know what it meant.
And then
either.
once they realized, I was like, oh, I'm stupid. We should have saw that coming.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I didn't know that was something that they could do either.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't really set up a sequel. They just kind of go their own ways.
No.
They're happy, and they're going to go hang out together, and then it ends, really.
Yeah, no.
Like there totally could be like other shit could happen because like
Because he said this wasn't the big one.
the big one would be the angels and demons against the world.
It seems like if you wait like that long for one, you should have to wait a long time for the second one.
Yeah, which I mean they totally could. Like the next one could be in the future, and that could be some of like the gags they do in it
that's
too.
true.
And then but it wouldn't have some of the same side characters, but like I don't think it necessarily needs them.
How funny was it when John Hamm dropped an F-bomb as
That was
an
when he's
angel?
like, I'm fucking what he said. I'm angel whatever Gabriel, and when you were like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But I really like this show. I think I like that it was just 6 episodes and had a whole story and ended. It didn't set up a sequel like we thought it was going to, and I thought it was a nice tight series.
I was worried that because you had mentioned that there'd be a cliffhanger.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I wonder if someone knows. Comment down below how the book ends or whatever. Because I've heard the book ends in a cliffhanger, but if it ends the same way, then I don't agree with that at all.
Right.
I haven't read it though. I am interested in the book now though. Like, what are the differences in it compared to this? Like, how much more are they going to detail some things?
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the show. I'm glad we watched it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did too.
Any other things you think that we missed? I guess Michael McKean got together with his neighbor.
Yeah, he was interesting. It's hard to. He played such a annoying character.
Yeah, he kind of played like a witch hunter version of his character from Soul.
Yeah, and he's not likable in Saul, so it took me 6 episodes to actually like him, and then at the end I kind of did.
I did like too when he like because like so when the kids get in the beginning, they go through the gate and the guard's like, hey, you're in trouble. He's like pointing his finger and he kind of looks down at it. But then when they make the soldier disappear, he's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I like how these like circumstances just kept making him be like that.
Yeah.
And then I like too because we talked about how like Aziraphale's stuck in that chick's body and all this stuff. And Adam's like, yeah, you two just go back to being 2 bodies.
Yeah, that was an easy
and it
way
was
to
just
fix it.
super easy and
Yeah.
boom back to normal. I was like, wow, that's pretty easy.
It was kind of interesting too at the end that he basically warned his dog not to run away so that he could.
Oh
run
yeah,
away.
he was like, yeah, don't run away. I don't want to leave here.
Yeah, and that was the same. So he still has those powers.
Yeah, because Aziraphale said, is he human? He's like, as far as I can tell. But
Yeah, apparently he
so
could.
he's still do shit, which they could easily do some of that too if they wanted to do a season 2. I would watch a season 2, but I don't think it's necessary.
Right. I would watch it also. I wouldn't want it to be like coming out next year. I'd want something to think about it because I could see if you rushed it out and it was different people and stuff, it could be bad.
Yeah, well, I don't think they'd do that.
Yeah, I don't think they would either.
I think if they were gonna do it, I think they would really put some thought into it. Like it'd come out in 2 years or whatever.
That's what I mean. That's
Yeah.
what they would need to do.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought about the whole series, and we'll see you guys next time for whatever we do next. Oh, look at me, I'm Nick. I can say funny stuff with my mouth.